In this video, you'll discover the benefits of one meal a day and how it will drastically improve your health. Have you ever wondered how some people are able to stay lean? They're able to maintain lean muscle mass and also a really good quality health, and it seems that they're doing it effortlessly. I wondered that in many cases too, and when I looked into a lot of them, it really came down to one secret, and that secret was one meal a day. And that's why in this video, I'm going to teach you why one meal a day is good for you. I'm going to teach you all the benefits it has to offer, and at the end of this video, stick around to the end, because at the end of this video, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know in order to kickstart one meal a day, get started with it today, and find success. But before we get started, I'm Dr. Zyrowski, and welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, it's a pleasure to have you here. Be sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification. Also, join our notification community. That way it can help you excel your health and your life. Now, I also want to mention our new food plan for the next month is up. If you're not part of our food plan program, you're really going to want to jump onto that. Basically, what I do is I take my meal plan for the month and I share it with you. We put it in a really great document. We put all the recipes in there. We take all the guesswork out of eating healthy. You know, I believe that eating healthy is the absolute key to good quality health. And so that's why we take the guesswork out so that you can focus on what's most important to you. A lot of people are joining this and have loved it so far. You know, last month's meal plan was a great success. A lot of people are raving how they lost weight and how it improved their health. So jump on that today. I'll put a link in the description below. Let's go ahead and talk about why one meal a day is going to improve your health. So first of all, it's going to really help improve brain function. Okay, now a lot of people who do one meal a day, they'll go in and they'll plan it on days where they have things that are really going to push them mentally. Let's say meetings, let's say some testing in school, whatever it is, because one meal a day is going to help increase memory, cognition, and focus. What it's going to do is activate the sympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system really then pushes the brain to really focus in and really function at its peak potential. It also is going to increase brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Now, basically, when you increase brain-derived neurotrophic factor, it's going to basically improve synapses and also improve neuronal function. And on the contrary, people who actually have decreased brain-derived neurotrophic factor, they are actually more prone to neurodegenerative diseases. And that's why you're going to see it protects the brain from neurodegenerative diseases. People who are doing things like one meal a day, it increases the brain-derived neurotrophic factor upwards of 400%, which is incredibly powerful. So it's going to help increase also your brain energy as well, and which is really important for those who just want to be able to grind all day and be able to stay focused and not have crashes. So those brain crashes mid-afternoon are devastating for some people. We don't want that. So that's why we just kind of pull that all out and we pull out the stops in order to improve brain function, and we implement one meal a day. Now let's go ahead and talk about how it promotes fat loss. Now, a lot of people love one meal a day because it is promoting fat loss daily, but you're also maintaining lean muscle mass, which is really incredible. Let's talk about a couple of the hormones here. This is actually an image from a research article that basically took people who are fasting and looked at what their hormones are doing at the hour mark. So this is 5-hour mark, 10-hour mark, 15-hour mark. Let's talk about a couple of hormones. So first of all, it's going to help decrease insulin. We're looking at insulin as this orange line right here. It decreases, first of all, right in the beginning, and then right around the 12 to 13-hour mark, okay? It's going to help decrease your glycogen store. Now, that's the stored sugar in your body. You have to burn through that in order to actually go and start burning fat for energy. So you're going to decrease that glycogen. I mean, right here, this is a representative of the glycogen right here. You see it basically just crash right around the 12-hour mark. Increases glucagon, which is basically taking that stored sugar and making sure that you're utilizing it. It also is going to mobilize fatty acids, okay? When you mobilize fatty acids, that's when you're going and you're starting to burn that fat, because that's what mobilizing fatty acids does. And then it's going to promote ketosis as well, okay? So when we look at this chart right here and we look at all these different hormones and what is happening, right around the 12, 13-hour mark is where it really hits, okay? Now, here's the thing. Now, it's not only about doing one meal a day and fasting, it's also making sure that you're eating correctly in your eating window. So those people who are eating very poorly in their eating window, there's a good chance they're going to push this back, okay? They're going to push this back down the scale because they're going to be putting so much more sugar into their body. They're going to be putting so many different junk foods in their body. It's not going to be good. Now, if you actually improve the way that you're eating and you eat good whole food, you make sure that you're taking the sugar out of your diet and you're really improving the way that you're eating in your eating window, you're going to be able to actually go and bring the scale in this direction. So basically, if you eat healthy when you're doing one meal a day in your eating windows, you will be able to take fat loss and start getting into the fat loss state much quicker. If you're not eating healthy, you're going to push it back quite a bit. So it's also going to promote ketosis here. When you promote ketosis, you promote fat burning. So the huge benefit of one meal a day is that you are burning fat every single day, and that's very powerful for people who are actually trying to maintain a lean figure and also maintain lean body mass. I mean, this is the key. This really makes it so simple to do. Now, the next benefit is it's going to increase your metabolism. So basically, when we look at increasing your metabolism, it's really funny because a lot of people will tell you that fasting decreases it, but it's quite the opposite. Now, let's look at it this way. If you do a very calorie restrictive diet, like they do in The Biggest Loser, you're going to decrease your metabolism. If you are just doing too much fasting, let's say that you're one of these people who, you see fasting and all the benefits it has to offer, and you go, wow, if it benefits you like that, I'm just going to add as much in as I can, and they're doing multiple days fasting every week, and then they're doing one meal a day. They're just going over the top with it. You will also decrease your metabolism. So the key is really finding a balance. Doing things like intermittent fasting, one meal a day, is actually going to increase your metabolism. The research shows that it's going to increase your metabolism between about 4 and 10%, which is really powerful. So we want to make sure that we're utilizing fasting because it's going to balance your metabolic hormones, which is really powerful. We're going to become more sensitive, right? All those hormones we talked about, that's your metabolism, right? We're looking at insulin, glycogen, glucagon, all these different hormones that were previously mentioned here. If you make them more sensitive, as a result, you're going to be able to improve your metabolism and make everything work more efficiently. We want to improve hormone sensitivity. It also is going to increase your energy. Okay, so when we're fasting, basically what happens is, our body basically goes, well, we have to survive. So you get this energy increase while fasting because it's a survival mechanism. Back in Paleolithic times, if you didn't have food, you had to go forage for it. You had to go hunt with it. So that fasted state actually gave you the energy to go and hunt. It gave you the energy to go and forage. And so when you have that increased energy expenditure, you're going to increase your metabolism in that way too. Now, next is going to activate autophagy. This is really important. I mean, I can't stress enough how important autophagy is to fasting, because when we look at fasting, it really is offering you those benefits that used to be something that we didn't even think was possible, and that is actually going into the body, sweeping up those old cancer cells and getting rid of them, sweeping up those broken down cells that are going to cause cancer, sweeping up those cells that are going to cause Parkinson's and many of the diseases, dementia, many of those things that people are facing today. And so it's going to recycle broken down cells. It's also going to prevent chronic disease, and it's activated through Omad. Now, it's believed that at the 20-hour mark is going to be about the average of where people actually activate autophagy. So if you're doing one meal a day, you are activating autophagy every single day in your body, which is incredibly powerful, and it's so important for prevention and longevity. And now when we look at autophagy, it's interesting because there is some research out there that says, well, if you're eating really healthy, like let's say you're even following a ketogenic diet, you're able to go and activate autophagy faster. If you're eating a healthy diet, you're able to activate autophagy faster. If you're someone who's eating a poor quality diet, it can take much longer. But for the person who's doing intermittent fasting daily, one meal a day, daily, then they're able to activate autophagy right around the 20-hour mark. So really powerful stuff, and we don't want to overlook it, because now we can even do genetic testing. We can see if we're prone to cancer, if we're prone to dementia, all these different things. Activating autophagy will go and reverse this disease state that our body is heading towards, if that's the case. Now, also simplicity. This is a big one. Like I said from the very beginning, do you ever wonder how people are able to stay lean and maintain muscle mass and also maintain good quality health, and they're doing it effortlessly? Well, this is so simple. And let me tell you, when it comes to anything in the way of health, making it simple is so important. And so first of all, it's going to take the guesswork out of eating. You only have one meal to plan throughout the entire day. And I'm actually going to give you one right in the description here below. I'm going to give you a meal plan that you can get started with. And so it gives you an idea as to how you can eat with one meal a day, some of the foods you want to focus on. And so the meal plan is very simple. It's one meal. That's all you have to plan. It also is going to save money, right? Because a lot of times you're at work, you're like, what am I supposed to eat? You run out, you buy stuff. Well, it saves money because you only have that one meal to focus on. You're not always going around looking for food. If you're someone who's ever done like a 3-day, 4-day water fast, you realize too how much time this saves you. And so that's a big thing too. Now, no counting calories as well. And so when you're doing one meal a day, you can eat till you are content. There's a good chance that you are not going to go over your calories. And so it's just creates a whole thing of simplicity for your overall body, for your overall health. And let me tell you, like I said, simplicity is key to actually getting good results with your health. And so take the guesswork out and make it very simple. Now, if you want to learn more about one meal a day, I did a video on it right here called the 1 meal a day food system here. Check that video out because it's going to kind of dive into the different foods that you can eat and how you should really break down your food pyramid if you're doing 1 meal a day for best results. Check that out. Also, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends. If you have any questions, put it in the comment section below. Also, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet, because I'm going to teach you more about intermittent fasting. I'm going to teach you more about 1 meal a day and everything that you need to know in order to drastically improve your health. I'll see you in the next video.